Hey folks, we have entered into Spiral 3. You will remember we finished our test right before the March break, and then you had another 2 weeks. And here we are now. So I know some of you didn't have a time to write your test. I don't know what's going to happen there, folks. We're still waiting on some instructions. So until we get more information, we're just going to start going through some more of our math lessons together. Okay, so here we go with the first lesson of this spiral. Now I'm learning through all of this, so you're going to have to excuse my confusion. So distributive property, to distribute. Distribute, what does that mean? Okay, we distribute by multiplying. And remember, if you've got brackets, your multiplication has to touch everything in the brackets. So for our first expression here, we're going to simplify this. So that 3 has to get multiplied to the x because that's in the bracket. And then the 3 also has to get multiplied to that -2. So when we're going to our solution, make sure we have our equal sign there. 3 times x gives us 3x. 3 times -2 gives us -6. All right. How did we make this one harder? Look at that right there. How did we make this harder? Be careful with your multiplications when you're working with negatives. Okay, use your calculators. Don't try to impress us with your math. Always double check with your calculator. Okay, so -7 times m, -7m, and then a negative times a negative gives us a positive. 7 times 8, I believe that's 56. Yep, gotta get my calculator going. For those who are not, oh my, for those who are not my students, I need my students to do the math with me at all times. 56, because I get frazzled and I make mistakes tons of times. So here we go. Negative. What does this negative act like? Okay, it's a number in front of the bracket. It would be like a -1. So we are taking this whole -1 and we're going to multiply that to the x and to the +2. So -1 times x is -1x, and then -1 times +2 is -2. Now, math-wise, we don't usually write this as a -1x as we're getting into our higher levels. We would just leave that as -x, and we would assume the 1 is there, -2.